Welcome back to the FanTEAsy podcast, where two besties spill all the delicious tea on the books we read. I'm Callie, and my bestie is obviously Montana, and we are so excited for today's episode. But before we get into it, we just want to say, as always, thank you so much for being here. If you want to stay up to date on all of our current and most recent episodes and postings, check us out on Instagram and TikTok, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. But before we jump into this week's episode, Montana, what era are you in?
Okay, this might come as a shock to you, and it might not because you heard my music when we were getting ready, but I'm in a lover era.
It is kind of shocking because I don't think you're ever in a lover era. Like,
It's very
ever.
rare,
But
but
that's
right
okay.
now
It is
that's where
rare.
I'm at. And
I like that.
what
I
era
love
are you
lover.
in?
I am in Fortnite. Fortnite. That's
Oh,
apparently the
wait, I
song
was
that's
like,
like on
huh?
the top of my list. No. Torture Poets Department. I'm thinking of how I listened to the album, which is like in chronological order. Sorry, my brain today. Yep, ignore that.
I
I'm
was
in Torture
like,
Poets Department
it,
fully.
well,
Yeah.
you said
Mhm.
Fortnite, and I was like, did
And
she
you went
mean
along with it.
folklore?
Oh.
I'm like, oh, folklore. Or is she talking tortured poets? I was so confused.
I'm Torture
But
Poets,
sometimes
but
we do pick like a specific song for our
a
era.
specific song. I well, I don't know. I have been that one's been on a lot, but really just the whole album. And I think it's I don't my moodiness lately. I'm like down bad, Florida, The Alchemy. I mean, I'm feeling them all right now. So Torture Poets Department has been, but I love Fortnite, Posty.
We do love Posty. Well, we are super, super, super excited for this episode.
We are.
I don't know how you wouldn't know if you even know us in the slightest, but if you don't know, we just attended a night court ball last week. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's already been a week. That's so sad.
I
Put
know.
on by our friends with House of Flame and Revelry. And that was actually here in Arizona, in Phoenix. And it was just everything. And that's what this episode is. We want to give a full recap. We're going to share some pictures, some videos, and yes. If you saw our interview with House of Flame and Revelry, Samantha said that one of her biggest things is she wanted everyone to have 5 wows of the night. There's a million of
There
them.
was a million. There was a million.
They were incredible and everything was great. I can't even pick, but if we had to narrow them down, okay, Callie, you help me narrow them down because it's so many.
Yeah. So we did kind of pick like 5 general things that we wanted to cover in this video as like our 5 wows, if you will. But really, like we said, everything from the night was beautiful perfection, from the people to the ambiance to the venue itself. But yeah, we're gonna kind of dive through like our 5 wows, and yeah, we'll share some pictures as we go through them. So I think to start, we should go from like these aren't like in any particular order, we should say that, but like from
No, yeah.
arriving. So we'll start with like venue and like our first impressions. I guess we'll go there.
Yes, the venue was phenomenal. The ball was held at the Ice House here in Phoenix. The Ice House is a pretty popular venue for weddings and big events, so it was really cool that they were able to land that for the ball for both nights. But what I thought
Literally.
was really cool about this whole thing was it wasn't just one giant room. It's like you think one giant room with dancing and decorations. Like this was multiple rooms all set up for different things. So when you first walk in, you walk into this big, gorgeous, open room. There's no ceiling, which in Arizona, it is still really hot right now. But
Yeah.
it's just, really big brick walls and the decor. Oh my gosh. There was a throne. We had backdrops, the most beautiful chandeliers. Like, there was not a detail overlooked in every single room. Simply incredible. And we'll like throw some
It
pictures up
was.
as we talk about them all.
Mhm.
I just, I can't. And having, I don't even have words for it. Like, truly, the throne is what just like took me in so much because it's surrounded by candles and eight pointed stars. Like, lots of SJM references there. And I don't know.
Did you
It was
like the
amazing.
sight of me kneeling before you? Say
Yes.
less.
Yes, I did.
Say less. I literally, when we were walking in, because it's like there was like big steps in, so you're like walking in, and mind you, like that throne was such a focal point that there was like a line to get pictures in front of it when we walked
Yeah.
in, which was totally fine. But like immediately, like your eyes drawn up because like we're saying, like it was like huge stone walls, no ceiling,
Yeah.
and then this immaculate like hanging chandelier contraption. So freaking
Mhm.
beautiful. So like your eyes immediately drawn up. And I just love that like in a space like that, you're still able to create like focal points because that whole area could have just like swallowed you. But
Yeah.
right when we walked in, and then even the staff that was working when we went in, they were all super friendly and helpful. Like I felt like I was frazzled rocking in. I was like, "What are we doing? What do I need? What do I do? You need my ID? Do you need this?" And they were just like, "Oh, hey, like how's it going?" So like immediately, everyone was super friendly, which I loved because I
Yeah.
was
It's
anxious. My
helpful.
little yes, my like extroverted introvert at heart is like but so that was
This
like
is why we're
spectacular.
ambiverts.
Yes, and so then that room alone was like, holy cow! Like how does it get better? But then as you turn the corner, there was hors d'oeuvres and desserts, and that whole area was set up. That was like where the tattoo artists were, and it was just like the room with the AC.
And the
So
room with the
people, there was
AC, a very popular room.
it was a very popular room. So that room had the AC, which was phenomenal for Arizona in October. Still 100 degrees outside. Maybe
Yeah.
the only downfall of the night, literally, like, but you can't control the heat. So it is what it
Yeah.
is. I literally didn't hear anyone complain about it while we were there. I was like dripping sweat
Mm-mm.
and still like going about my merry life. Like, this is the best day ever. And then you kind of keep going. There was an immaculate courtyard, but my favorite was going into the ballroom, and it was stunning. If you like literally were to winnow us to Velaris, that's what this room looked like. It was starlight and chandeliers and blue and purple lights. Like, oh, it was beautiful. And so this is the video of that, of us walking in, because it's so cute.
We're ready. Woo. Oh my god. Samantha, a million wows. You did it. So if you can't tell, we were obviously very, very excited, very impressed. That's all grouped into wow number one. Wow number two, we're
So many wows.
definitely the vendors. And just being in that whole courtyard area, it was so fun. And just having that open space that was like, far enough away from all the chaos of everything else. I shouldn't even say chaos, but like, it's hustle and bustle, everyone's moving. And you just like, I felt like there was enough space to
Hmm.
actually take your time and look. There was some really beautiful custom Stanleys with all the SJM stuff. There's SJM merch. The rings. Oh my gosh,
Oh
the
my
rings were
god.
phenomenal.
The placement of that
Truly, like,
booth though is like
I know.
they knew what they were doing putting that right there because those were stunning.
Yeah,
I wanted like 500, but my wallet said no.
all of them.
It was fine.
Same.
It was fine. They were so pretty, but I follow them now on Instagram. So eventually we'll get there, I promise. But yeah, they were freaking great. And then what we were most excited for, please tell them.
So I'm sure this is what most people were the most excited for, but they
Mhm.
did have two tattoo artists from Iron and Ivy Ink Gallery in Mesa, Arizona, with some really, really fun flash art. So unfortunately, we were a little bit fashionably late. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Lysandra
We
takes
kind
too
of
long
ran
to get ready.
into it's you know what we so did Manon, so it's fine. And we almost died in the Uber on the way there, so that's a whole other story.
That was not a fun part of the adventure. The whole night,
No,
I mean, above top
that was
tier,
rough.
but that Uber ride, I was like, we aren't even gonna make it.
No, literally. But the tattoo artists, yes, they were completely booked up by the time we got there, which is totally
Mhm.
okay. I'm really glad that they were busy enough
Oh
to,
my gosh, yes.
have a full book of people. And if they didn't tell you, if you're local to Arizona or you want to travel back to this area and just let them know, like, hey, I was at the ball, I was on the wait list. They will honor the flash pieces and prices from the ball if you still want to get one. I'm also
They're
talking to
so cute.
myself because
They
I
were
really want to get a
so
couple.
cute. I was
It was
bummed. That
great,
was
but
We were so
yeah,
excited our little group was gonna get all matching, and it
light it
was
up.
just it yep, light it up. And it would have been really great, but at the same time, so glad that they were booked up because that's
Yeah,
phenomenal. Like everyone loved them. They were amazing women. We talked to them for a little bit. Um, even though they were jam packed. Yeah, and then it was funny because we chatted with them for a little bit, and then we even caught one like in the drink line, and we were just like hyping her up. She was hyping us up, but really we were like, we really want to get tattoos, but we are so glad you're busy. She's like, I'm just parched. She was so adorable, and her outfit was phenomenal, as was everyone's. Yeah, so that's our wow number two. And wow number two kind of leads us into our wow number three, which was easily everybody's costumes. I think one of our favorite things from the whole night was just seeing how much like detail and thought went into everyone's costumes, from like very specific character costumes to just like the Dawn Court or Spring Court or even just fantasy in general. There was a couple of fourth wing characters. There was some that probably play into different series that I don't even know or haven't read yet. Phenomenal costumes. Like everyone looked stunning. And when Sam and Kristen were talking about like everyone being their own main character, 100%. Like everyone looked amazing. Like they belonged in their own fantasy book.
yeah,
Stunning, stunning. I'm trying to like think of what some of my favorites even were, but they were all so good. Like
yeah. It's hard
I
to
don't
pick.
I don't
Honestly,
know. I
though,
mean,
so we actually met a couple and they were so incredibly nice and they looked stunning. So shout out to Rachel
stunning.
and Garrett. If you guys hear this, reach out to us because we
Yep.
really enjoyed talking to you. You guys were
We
so great.
did. We did. And then we talked quite a bit that night, and you guys had said you were in Scottsdale, and then I don't know, we didn't exchange numbers or
We
anything. So
forgot
if
to
you
exchange
are
information.
Yeah, if you are out there and listening, then reach out because we did. And so the best part about it was we were talking to them and they had said that this was their first event too, and they hadn't done,
Mhm.
but they loved Halloween and like dressing up. And I mean, seriously, they were stunning. It was like an ice king and queen vibe. And
Amazing.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, like find them, love them. They
I
looked
can't even
amazing.
describe it because it was just
I
so
I can't,
good.
but I like the second they walked in, we were like, look, look at them, look at
Whoa. Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
It was
This is our official
chef's
Craigslist
kiss.
misconnections
Yes,
ad because we're trying to find them.
we are, and they were just the sweetest people. Like, which
Yeah.
all everyone that I wish we got to like literally talk to everyone there. That's impossible. There were 300 people, but we
Yeah.
everyone that we did talk to was, oh my gosh, just phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
so kind and just like wanted to be
Yeah.
friends. And I was like, this is why we're here. This is exactly why we're here. I want to be your
This
best
is our
friend immediately.
community. Yeah.
This is totally the
Yeah. This
community that I want to be in. Oh, was
We found
amazing.
our people, and it was just such a loving and accepting environment because
Mhm.
we're all there for the same reason and for the same interests, and it just made it super, super special. And I really think that is a good segue into wow number 4.
Yeah.
Our wow number 4, easily the House of Flame and Revelry guest of honor. You know, we had Tracy Wolf as the author of the night. We had so many incredible actors and actresses there. We had just the like coolest encounters with all of them too. And Callie, just tell me about Tracy, because Tracy was so awesome.
She was so, so sweet. So at one point we were chatting and well we were chatting with Sam and Kristen, but we will get to that. So and Tracy's coming by and they were like, hello, hi, meet our friends. And literally, one, like, thank you for being so honored to call me your friend and
Yeah.
introducing me to Tracy
Hi.
Wolf. Hello. And then we, just casually strike up conversation and she is amazing. She was so sweet.
Yeah.
Bearing, mind you, like her booth was outside, so like she's bearing this heat, right? But she's like
Yeah.
just vibing. She's like, everyone looks phenomenal. Everyone I've met is spectacular. They're being so kind. Like, oh my gosh, she was just the sweetest, sweetest little peanut. And then we were talking. I feel so bad. She said she lost her Medusa crown. So, again, like Craigslist radar, I am on the hunt for like a stunning Medusa crown to send her. If you have little bookish shops that you have those, please send them my way because that is on my radar.
Let us
She was so,
know.
so sweet. Like I don't even remember all we talked about. We talked to her for a hot minute about all the
Yeah.
things, learning little
Just
tidbits about her
everything.
that we did. We were
Yeah.
like just chatting, like we had known her for 5 years. It was wonderful,
Yeah.
and I probably could have stayed there for another 30 minutes with her, but I know she was like on her way
Easy.
somewhere, and we just like
Yeah.
interjected her. But she was phenomenal, and there might be some really exciting things with that in the works, friends.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Keep that in
I'm
mind.
gonna leave that one at that. And then we also met some of the other guests of honor, which were a lot of the actors and actresses for the night that literally did phenomenal. So our ticket did not include the VIP at the very beginning, but obviously we saw all of the social media and then we had friends that attended that and they were raving about it. They said it was hysterical. The actors did
Hmm.
an amazing job. They all really encompassed the characters that they were playing. And then when we actually talked to a couple of them, yes, they did.
I just
Please give me
I
the
can't.
little anecdote that we had with Azrael.
Oh, I totally thought you were gonna say Cassian.
Oh, well, that was fun too. They were all like you said, they were all so, so funny and just sweet, kind humans that we were like,
Yeah.
we're not trying to hog your time, but we could really talk to you for like an hour. Like, but go be
Yeah.
social. Go fly, my little
100%.
butterfly. Like
Yeah.
it was we were just vibing with everyone. And but okay,
Yeah.
this little tell me.
So it's just so good.
It was just
We had
hilarious.
made our way over to the tattoo booth, and Corey, who was the actor for Asriel, he had just wrapped up getting his pieces done. And we just kind of happened to be standing by each other. I was like, oh, what did you get? And he kind of looks at me for a second and just goes, Elaine, in a
Yeah.
heart. And also, fuck you, Lulu.
Fuck you, Lulu. It was so
I just,
funny. It's
I
like,
died.
okay, okay.
He
And
was
just
just so
totally shipping
sweet.
that Azrael and Elaine storyline, which I
I know,
loved.
right?
But
It was so funny, and we did, actually get to have a chat with Corey himself.
yes.
Just got to know a little bit more about him. We talked about his cosplays that he's done in the past, the wings that they wear. That's a whole other story, and he was so
That's
funny. But
it
that's a
was
story we'll
hilarious.
save for a different episode because also Corey and Dakota will keep those names in mind as well, on top of Tracy's. We have a lot of really cool things coming, guys. You don't even know.
We really
But
do.
he was just super, super friendly. Callie got a stunning photo with him. I, hoof. I mean, you guys looked
I
great. And
mean,
he was just a super
Lysandra and
sweet guy to talk to.
Azriel could be vibing.
Hey, you know
Elaine
what?
who?
I'm over here like, yeah, they're total besties.
Oh, yeah.
So not only did we have such a fun interaction with Corey slash Asriel, we also had a dance floor moment. Callie, just tell me all the details because I just loved this so much.
Well, so we're just vibing out on the dance floor, having a grand old little time, and I think there was at one point there was like it was like a pretty big circle actually of people dancing,
Mhm.
and then it was like you're locking eyes across the way, and here I am just locking eyes with Amryn, like, okay, don't hurt me. But also, she was like
The silver eyes.
the sweetest person. So, correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah.
Moira, she's lives in Nashville now, not from there, but lives in Nashville now. So, we start talking with her, and we're just like vibing out on the dance floor, having the best time. And
Yeah.
low key, I'm like, did we just become best friends? She was so fun and just like
Yeah.
I mean, truly, all of everyone that we talked to was that way. I felt like we were kind of capitalizing people's time, but I'm like, you're my friend now. You don't go anywhere. It was
100%.
such a good time. It was such a good time. Who else did we meet? So we also got to talk to Cassian. Um, Montana, please tell me about that.
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, okay. It's obvious. We've said it many times. Callie and I are
Yep,
both Cassian girlies through and through.
big Cassian girlies.
And when we saw the casting, we were very, very excited because
Yeah,
Zach is the actor who played Cassian, but he was phenomenal. You know, just we were standing there talking with Samantha, and all the actors just happened to be walking by us. It was just another like so happened locked eyes moment, right? He's walking this way, we're standing
happenstance.
here, and we just like locked eyes, and he walks to me, he goes, "You look phenomenal." Mind you, this man is from London.
With
So
this nice little accent.
the accent. I was just like, "Oh my gosh, like thank you. You look amazing." He's like, "Come get a photo later." I was like, "Yeah, for sure." As if I hadn't already planned to. It's fine. It's fine.
Literally, literally.
So we did run into him later. I was like, "Hey, we have to take our photo." And he was super sweet. You know, we like took our normal photo, and I was turning to tell him because I did have a very specific photo request that I wanted. And he was just like, "Just look at me. Look at me. Give me the smize." And I was like, "We're yep, we're great. We're great." It was so great, but he did the photo that I so specially requested, and I really appreciate it. He was just super silly and
He was.
just overall a very kind and goofy person. And we're just super, super excited to have like gotten to meet him then. And just like how we keep saying it, keep these names in mind
Yep.
because we have exciting things coming up with these people. So, yes, all of the actors and actresses that we were so fortunate to meet, and Tracy, all the guests of honors, honestly, everybody. We were just
Literally.
so, so lucky and we had the best experiences. And that is a total wrap up of WoW number 4 because I can't. They were so great.
Which leads us into wow number 5, which I feel I kind of did say they weren't in any particular order, but this is definitely our biggest wow and our best wow
Yeah.
and our favorite wow and the most amazing wow. Um, Samantha and Kristen and Tanya and Jesse, all of the House of Flame and
Yeah.
Revelry team, our biggest wow. I mean, truly, like from getting to chat with Kristen and Samantha before going to the ball, I think made it that much more special for us to when we went.
Yeah.
And then getting there, we did like have a little gift for each of them, which was just like our little fun, silly thing that we were doing. But mind you, like this is a big event with 300 people. So we like we're trying to find them and low key, wow, we're the husbands. So we immediately spotted
The
Chris,
husbands.
Samantha's
Yes.
husband, and we were like, "Hey, like, can you help us?" And he was phenomenal. He's like, "Stay here, I'll get them." So he tracked down all of our favorite ladies, brought them to us, and then we kind of just had this like big, like crying, not crying, um, screaming, all like girl moment, and it was
It
magical.
was
But then
so
like
cool.
having such like a full circle moment of like getting to
Yeah.
share like personal bits and pieces, like they've worked so hard on this. We were so excited, like getting to meet and talk to them, and then having that moment to like physically hug them and like fangirl over them for like just a brief
I
moment.
know.
It was amazing. So then throughout the night, just like going by them, like I truly like they are now a part of my life. Like we are
Yeah.
friends. This is not like oh yeah, we interviewed them once. Like no, 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 no. These women are seriously phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can't wait to come back to Arizona and like go get coffee with them or
Hang out.
just like hang
Yeah.
out because I mean they really made such a spectacular event, but above that they're
Yeah.
phenomenal women. Um
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like they're radiant and I just love them.
I think one of the coolest things that has come out of us, just interviewing them and all of that started with a live that was like 3 hours long. And at the end of it, there was only about like 30 people on the live. And there was like comments like, oh, you guys should be on a podcast. And we were just like, hey, we're a
We have one.
podcast, thinking they would never even like give us the time of day, but they did. And ever since that live all the way up to the interview, there's been like just like funny memes exchanged. And then we did the interview and we just felt so close to them already. We got off of the
Mhm.
interview and we were both like, our faces hurt from smiling. We were so excited
Mhm.
about the whole thing. And it was just like a very surreal experience. So
It
then
was so good.
a few weeks later, meeting them at the ball, I'm telling you, like, just these women coming into our lives has been such a huge blessing. They have become some of our biggest supporters of the podcast. And we just can't thank them enough. Truly.
Can't
They have been so incredible and we just love them. They're great.
We do love them. And then, the flip side of that, let's do a little shout out for House of Flame and Revelry because they are planning their next ball. It is a Hades and Persephone vibe for Valentine's Day. And I'm so excited for them. They're already like, hey, are you guys coming? And as I still want to, but I don't think it's in my cards. But I promise you, if you are local to Arizona or if you just want to have a great time, I'm like not even kidding you. It's going to be
You won't want to
phenomenal.
miss it.
You literally don't want to miss it. Like go, 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 go. I
Yeah.
From what I saw and experienced and felt at the night court ball, I can only imagine it's going to be 10 times better just from the little, like you do something and you have takeaways and things they want to improve on. And I just know that they're those type of women that like want to get better and better. And it's going to be
Yeah.
great. You don't want to miss it. Like, go check it out. Definitely check it out. Send them we sent you. Send them we sent you. Tell them we sent you. Speaking faster than I can. It's fine. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's gonna be phenomenal. They're amazing. I miss them. I miss them already.
And the fact that the night court ball was their first big event like this and they knocked
Hmm.
it out of the park so early on, I can't imagine what's in store
Well,
for them.
and
And I just can't
the
wait.
like the big shock factor of the event, like the night court ball, is they sold out so quickly that they were like, "Oh, crap." And then turned it into a 2-day ball.
Yeah,
Oh, what? Like, badassery. Because literally, what
seriously.
fucking amazing women do that? Like, nor most, "Oh, well, shucks, we're sold out." Like, no, they were like, "Huh, watch this, night 2." And it was just, I mean, to have such a good turnout both nights, and then, I mean, not a detail was skipped. It was just the best time. I'm
Yeah,
so thankful we went, but so sad it's done. Now I just like
yeah,
have FOMO and like I need to go to 700 more. So, yep, we're definitely shopping for
with the same
our
people.
next event. Yeah, we are going to do it again, hopefully sooner rather than later, but that's to be determined. Um, I think the only downside of our entire weekend, or like the ball itself, was, as we mentioned, our good friend Chelsea was to come with us, and she made it down to Arizona, and we had a great weekend with her. Due to unforeseen circumstances, she didn't actually make it to the ball, so we were very, very sad for her. Um,
Yeah,
that was the only downside to our night, was our
it
bestie
was.
couldn't
Yeah,
make
we were
it, and
missing our Lady Death because she was
we
our Mista
was
in our group.
she was. But
Yeah,
other than that, I mean, we had such a great weekend. Outside of that, we were down there from Thursday through Sunday, and I think the other high point of our weekend, which she did get to partake in, we participated in a fun little bookish photo shoot. So if you do follow us on Instagram, there is some FanTEAsy photos coming, and there's also photos that we did on our personal pages as well. So always check those out. It was super, super fun. The studio, Montana has the details of because she is our photographer. And I don't really know. But if you are looking and you are in the Arizona area, Phoenix area, Montana probably has a hookup for Christmas, I think.
I do. Yes. I was not expecting to talk about this. If you're in Arizona and you're ever looking for a photographer, I do photography. So does Kristen from House of Flame and Revelry. So you got a really good
Yes, she
photography
does.
team here. If you are a photographer yourself, Stone Studios in Mesa, 10 out of 10 would recommend. The
This is
rooms
so
were
good.
gorgeous. The owner was
Mhm.
so kind. Everything was just an overall very positive experience.
It
And
was.
I will definitely be booking with them again. And if you want to do a bookish photo shoot, let
Yep.
me know because I'll gladly take your
Let me
pictures.
know. Sorry, that was my
Shameless
plug
self
for you.
promotion right
And
there.
yes, it was because
Thanks.
you deserve it. But it was, I mean, the studio was so, so cute. We had our own little room. It
Yeah.
was like fall bookish and to die for. The venue was, or the rooms themselves were all super stunning. I would do want to come and do more there, Montana. But again, yeah, if you're in the Phoenix area at all, check it out. Check out the studio, or let my girl Montana know because she would love to take your bookish photos. I tell you what, if we could just get her
I
on
would.
bookish photography, that'd be great.
Oh my god, I would die. I would be so happy.
It would be so happy. We could die happy. It would be great. I know. I'm so, I don't know. I don't really have
Literally making my dreams
anything.
come true here.
We are. That's what we're here for.
But yes, that was the general recap of our night at the night court ball with House of Flame and Revelry and a little touch on our weekend all together again. So much fun. If you are going to the House of Flame and Revelry Halloween meetup, let me know. My aunt Elisa and I will both be there. You're not going to want to miss our dynamic duo costume that we'll be going as. But definitely give House of Flame and Revelry all of your love. Make sure you at least attend one of their events. Just
Literally.
just one. Start there and then go to every single one after that.
Yep.
But, go follow them. Go follow all the amazing actors and actresses. Oh, another guest of honor, Maddie, an incredible content creator
Oh,
and cosplayer.
yes.
Truly so sweet. Her Selena. on night
Was
2.
the best. I don't know how we didn't talk about this
Absolutely
because
incredible.
that was literally my favorite costume, I think, of the entire night. I like
Yeah, I want that
that's
costume.
gonna
Are you
be
kidding me?
I'm like, that's gonna be my Halloween costume, and then probably just a daily thing after that. Like, that costume was
I
amazing.
just want to look like
So,
that all the
Maddie,
time.
send me the details, please, because I need every piece of that costume. Thank you.
Yes, she was so, so sweet. Another name to watch out for. Wink, wink, hint, hint. We love you,
Definitely pay
Maddie.
attention to all of the names in this episode. Like we said, we have so many exciting things, but none of that would be possible without Flame and Revelry. So thank you so much to our hosts. And yeah, I mean, truly was a magical, magical night. Like Montana said, if you are local to Phoenix, definitely go to a House of Flame and Revelry event. You won't be disappointed at all. At all.
You won't. But thank you guys for just being here with us, every week. Iron Flame, next set of chapters is coming out this weekend. We are back on it. But yeah, just thank you again. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave us a comment. If you were at the ball or you want to attend any of their future events, let us know. Just say hi. We love talking with you guys. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Peace.